What is up, guys? Back into there, another reaction to the Shoshimin series, this time with episode 9, which I believe is the penultimate episode. I think this is only 10 episodes long, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, very awesome episode last week out. Seeing, I was forgetting bloody name. No, it's not coming to me. But get abducted by a load of drug dealing teenage girls, which inevitably solves the mystery of the episode before last week, and the friend's, I think this girlfriend's sister ended up, she was too scared to leave the gang because the way that the girls we saw last week were, understandably. But again, I couldn't help but just think the whole time, just, you guys should be the ones actually scared of the situation. You've got her tied to a chair, abducted, 5v1. But you're the guys I'm actually terrified for. That's really annoying. I always forget her name. Which is weird because she's my favourite character in the show. I always remember Kobato's name, but I don't know what it is about me that just, yeah. But it did go to prove, again, I've said a few times, the fact that when they've done 2 episodes in the show, they haven't been any of my favourites, and it looks like we've got another 2-part here. But they prove that they can pull those off. Like I said, I feel like it's more of a, sorry to pause for a sec, but it's more of a perhaps me thing with the 2 episode stuff, because even with that being said, I feel like the 2-parter before last week's 2-parter was definitely the weakest of the episodes, but that might also come again just from it being, there's a lot of details and a lot of intricacies in this show, and it's hard to carry those over between multiple weeks. But yeah, I forgot about this actually. She asked him if he knew. She's pretty sure that he knew that she was going to get kidnapped. So what is that about? Pretty good. What do they call that? Precognition? Is that? I don't know. Foreseeing of the future, I guess. Simple term for it. Osanai, there we go. It is an unusual name. To be fair, I've never heard Kabato as a name in anime either, but I don't know another Osanai. That is fucking massive. Do you know what I had for the first time yesterday? I never had these before. I love grapes, but I never had frozen grapes, and they're actually delicious. I actually prefer them to normal grapes. First time I ever had those yesterday. Which we had never inadvertently done. I love a bit of melon as well. I love pretty much all fruits. I don't like raisins. Raisins are cool. looking amazing. So are you. I wouldn't exactly call you a. Well, she is a nice girl, but she can be pretty terrifying. So I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't say Osanai's a. I would say she's a lovely person, but she also can be a rather horrible person. Everyone can. Maybe that's what I like so much about her, the fact that she's actually willing to show that side. But she's trying to hide it by being a normal person, hence the title of the show. But how did she get kidnapped is a good question I've got. Like, is it around an alley? People just watch? I'm assuming it was from the position that we see right there of her just against that wall. Sweet rappers. Oh. Am I just wrong in saying those sweet rappers were directions? Yeah, evidently. These are fancy ass spoons they've got as well, aren't they? I don't know, I thought that was normal. I mean, it was long. True, she did. Did she set us up from dead? Is that what you're telling me? crazy. How can you see that? How can you foretell that? Especially with drug dealers and people that do drugs, because they're hard to read people due to the nature of their yeah. Charlottes, I can't forget about those. Those beautiful Charlottes. But to what end? Like, why did she do all this? Like I said, I was more scared for the people, so I feel like she probably more than prepared for this situation mentally, if you know what I'm saying. And she got a really nice, good outcome. It did. Fair enough. But you guys, again, that's what just the show is. They're trying to be ordinary, so. Oh, also, I can understand why she wouldn't. Maybe it's actually less plausible with Kabato, but you could understand why she wouldn't tell a normal person, because I almost see it a bit like Final Destination with the whole I can't remember what it's called, but they get shown like the future and everyone like dying. It's almost similar to that. I mean, it's not. She just worked this out on a pure logic and such. But like, if you tell people that that's going to happen, they might think you're crazy. Like they do in a lot of the Final Destination movies and such. That everyone will ignore you and be like, oh, you're not going to get kidnapped. Especially if you know you're going to get kidnapped, you can avoid it. But yeah, I can see where she's coming from, but. And she took some very smart actions to avoid bad consequences. Like I said, she must have been very psychologically prepared. And yeah, evidently, as I said, I was more scared of her during the during that scene. But interesting. I'm not sure. It's like, does it make that much of a difference that she knew? To me, it wouldn't. It would be interesting to find out, but it doesn't really change much for me. This. Or his posture just like that is just like it's making me want to get some better posture. she organise it? Oh. So that's what that phone call was about, and with the Charlotte episode, I've been questioning that a lot, haven't I? Like that she was on the phone for fucking like 2 hours. Who was the rat? So this was all just a ploy to get her arrested. Like I said, Osanai can be a scary woman. She could be a scary woman. You think you're fucking kidnapping someone? Essentially, you're actually the one getting kidnapped. Funnily, that's hilarious how that has worked, isn't it? So it's a kidnapping, but it's actually the reverse kidnapping, where you've now just been kidnapped by the police. So fuck you. And again, she was willing to risk about her kind of his friend, wasn't she? She said it. Were those tears crocodile tears then? That she just. She wasn't? She's just had this person on standby here waiting to come in. Excuse me? What's she been doing out there? Finance? Kawamata? I recognise that name. Is that the name of Kavato's friend's sister? Kavato's friend's girlfriend's sister? I don't know. No rights. Wow. She asked her own mum for a what? Did she put her up to this though? Did she put her up to ransoming herself to her mum? Pretty fucked up, isn't it? She obviously knew that Kabate would be round at that point as well. That is really fucked up. She looks so happy about it. Why are you smiling? Yeah, one level further. Imagine the police found out about this. They'd have to release. Imagine they'd have to release the people that did actually. Well, I don't know, because the intent was there. So maybe they wouldn't release the people that just got arrested. But Osanai would almost most certainly be in jail. Like, I'm not a criminologist or whatever, but I imagine there's quite a few laws she's broken in doing this. She essentially kidnapped herself. So is that a crime? It sounds stupid, doesn't it? It's a crime to kidnap yourself. Like, how is that possible? I don't think that would be judged as a crime, but ransoming yourself and faking this and organising a kidnapping, even if it is of yourself, I imagine there's a few laws being broken here, right? Again, I'm not too knowledgeable about stuff like that. But yeah, interesting episode. Really spins a new light on what we just witnessed. We thought we already went through a bunch of shocking stuff, but I should have known it was too simple. And this is just part one, so there's another part to all this. That's what I'm thinking about right now. It's like there's even more to shine a light on here. Ow. It all makes good sense there, doesn't it? Especially with Osanai's nature. But again, I find that quite endearing. I don't know why. One of my favourite characters out of the season, man. Like when you watch like Silence of the Lambs or something, and you're like, you don't know what it is about Hannibal, but you're just like, he's a really interesting guy actually. You just want to see more of him. It's like those kind of messed up people that you just kind of want to see more of. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys think about this episode down in the comment section. Again, lots of recontextualization here. It was quite crazy, wasn't it? And I wasn't expecting this to be the final arc whatsoever either. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with what will be the final episode.